Hi, friends of Umango. Welcome back to another deep dive. And today we have our special friend, Ian Healy, on the call to talk a little bit about Docushare and Umango and the connectivity that exists between those two. Now, we know Docushare is a really powerful document management system, and it's made even more powerful with Umango's connector that directly connects into Docushare. And so Ian has prepared a really cool demo for us today. So Ian, take it away, man. What you got for us?
Okay, great. Thanks. Well, what we have here right now is the main screen for Umango. We're all the screen we all know and love. We're going to show you an automated process where there's no intervention by Xerox or a human to put this right through to DocuShare. So I'm going to grab the document. We're going to grab the application form. I'll hit OK. Now this imports the document through the document drop. This is the document we're looking at. So we've got the first name, last name, and then the national insurance number. This is all handwritten, and we're going to be taking a look at extracting these values and putting them into DocuShare.
Yeah, this looks like an application form. So this must be like for HR, or can you tell me a little more about where this document's coming from and where it's trying to get to?
This is an application form for this particular one. We're hiring for a barista here in the top right. But this gives us the details that we need to know to be able to contact the person through their mobile phone number, the home phone number, and the national insurance number, so that we have key information that we need to be able to hire this person.
Definitely, yeah.
So in DocuShare, it created a folder for the person that we were looking at hiring, or the application. We've got the document. It's named the document. Basically extracted everything from the AI engine. If I hit properties, you'll notice here that we've got the last name, first name, and the national ID. And right below that, it tells us what kind of document it is. So I've created a custom object called human resource. So now when I go into search, I can say I want to search on human resource document, and I'm looking for the last name Francis. This will find this document for us. We no longer have to go through lots of filing cabinets. Everything is now automated and in DocuShare. So what I'm going to show you next is where we're going to put into manual intervention. And now it's going to ask us to process the batch. So what I'll do is I'll go into batches, process.
And Ian, while you're going through this, so this is where you've got information that, you want to prompt for a human intervention, right? So let's just make sure that, in this case, the surname, the last name, the insurance number is absolutely accurate. It's super important from a compliance point of view and accuracy.
Exactly.
We're talking about application forms. It's really important to make sure all this information is correct. And a lot of people will probably be like, oh, I don't want robots to do all this stuff. So just to clarify, this is a way that basically the robots have done most of the work, and it's just like the human comes in and just gets to do the cool part where it says, yeah, that's right or that's wrong, right? Is that my understanding of what we're looking at here?
Exactly. And you'll notice here that first name is up here. It tells you the name that it's detected and the confidence level that it's actually how accurate it is. So I've looked here. Well, this is Shelly. It's Shelly here. I'll hit save. It'll now go on to the next one for Francis. So once we get in here, we'll be able to see that we have Francis. Francis is correct.
Say it's my job to do this. Like, can you tell me a little more about like where can I do this? I see it's in the browser right now, but are there other options too? Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll go over to the copier to show you what you can do. So this is to simulate any MFP that's on the market.
Nice.
So we hit log in. I'm going to go up to batches, and I'm going to pick this batch here. And it's now come back up, and it says the national insurance number is here.
Yeah.
Go down here and take a look. Well, it looks like it should be a D instead of a 0. So I'm just going to backspace out, put the D in. We hit next.
We're standing at the copier right now, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So now that's gone on to process that. To get into some of the technical information now, we go into the employee handwriting. I've got this set up to come from a source for the server or my multifunction device.
And actually, just to interrupt there for a moment, Ian, it's worth mentioning. So you've demonstrated document drop. And I think it's worth recapping what the different sources are, the different inputs that you can use to get information into Umango, and then, of course, into Docushare. So do you mind recapping what they might be?
Sure. We have the devices. So you got your multifunction device or the document drop. We have Twain scanning here on the left. Also, we can email into Umango. And if you have a regular scanner or a scanner that's they don't want to drop the document, so say it comes into your email, you can actually drop that full file into a folder somewhere on your network or PC. It'll pick it up and bring it to the exact same process. And then when we get into automation, I can say process this without any intervention. So I'm basing it on thresholds. So if it's more than 85% accurate or confident, pass it through without me having to intervene. Otherwise, I can say leave it off, and then I want to verify every field. And that makes things, the cleaner the data going in, the better the search option.
And I think it's worth, we saw when you're doing that manual validation before that Umango was actually showing you like a percentage of confidence. So it was actually giving you feedback so you can adjust those thresholds within the job settings.
The key part about this is the direct integration from Umango into Docushare. So they've got the Docushare connector. I'm going to hit configure. So what you do is you put in your URL for your Docushare server. Mine happens to be out on the internet. You put in a username and password. It could be any user that's in Docushare, or this could be a variable coming in from the scanner. Tell your domain if we're using the Docushare LDAP lookup. We put in the LDAP domain here. The destination, I'm allowed to dig down through the Docushare site. Under assignments, this is the part that I liked a lot. I've basically said this is a human resource document type. And because I've built a custom document or custom object in Docushare, I'm going to say the AI first name is going to go into the first name field.
This is where we really see that connection, that integration between Umango and Docushare, because you set up human resource, a custom object. And so then Umango's saying, okay, Docushare, I see you got custom objects. Well, we're going to take this information and say, this is that custom object. There you go. And it's feeding that metadata. It's like talking. I mean, it really is talking to Docushare, I guess, is my understanding here.
Yeah, it's bidirectional. I made a change in the human resource document and I added a different type of value. So these aren't built in Umango. Yeah. These are actual documents that are document types and pieces of information that are in Docushare. We go to document. I'm going to upload the document to Docushare, but I'm also going to name it.
Yeah, to those really paying attention, it says AI dot first name. This is an AI field, which means that we didn't do anything to really get this. It's the document's automatically being scanned and AI is looking at it and saying, this is the first name right here. This is the last name right here. And it's just popping that in there. Yeah. Okay.
And if you're having someone call scans in duplicates, we can say if it finds it, add an incremental number to the end. So we're not losing the document or not losing the data. It's just saying we have a second one. The part that I like about Umango, the actual power that comes with this, is the document types you can export. I use text searchable PDF. The fact that we can actually use PDFA, all the latest versions, is amazing. So this allows us to archive the documents and reduce file sizes. And the last one is the metadata. Say if you're familiar with PDFs, I can say this is the title of the document. And in here, I'm just going to go in and say AI, and I'm going to find the value, first name. So it's picked up the document. And now I'm going to add that as the title of the document.
And this is just even extra metadata out the wazoo, basically.
That's right.
Right.
And that is the technical part of the connector. This is the tip of the sword.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that great demonstration. It shows the flexibility, ease of configuration, and the power of Docushare. So I can't thank you enough for your time. And again, really appreciate the demonstration.